You're feeling that right deeply behind on the upper back, behind the shoulders. This is how we create healthy shoulder stability. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. Yes, and we take the hands back. All right, now we just squeeze the elbows together. So if you see that, behind the back, behind the hips. You're going to need to create more opening in your chest in order to get the hands behind the hips. This is challenging if you have tight shoulders. Press, press, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And you're continuing to find strength from your legs. Press into the feet. Press the thighs back. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're taking the hands forward. Keep your legs where they are, and then just hinge forward. You're getting a little more space in those hips. Bend the elbows out wide. Hinge, lift, lower, lift, lower. It's important to keep your legs really strong when you're hinging forward. Your core should be active. And then feel the power squeezing behind your heart, bringing those shoulder blades together. 8, 7. Make sure to hold at the top for a moment. Yeah. So you really feel it. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the hands down. Now we're going to turn the palms forward. Bend the elbows next to the ribs. Yep. Narrow rows. Lower. Squeeze back. Pull. And drive with the back of your arms. You should really feel the biceps firing up when you do this too. 4, sit a little bit lower, get into those hips. 1 more, we're holding it back, and then straightening the arms. Oh yeah, press up, 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 up. I know, we're almost there. We don't have a lot of breaks because we want to really create intensity. We want to fatigue the muscle. This is how you get muscle definition. You have to achieve the burn. I like to remind myself, work hard, play hard, right? When I do this kind of stuff. It's difficult, it's challenging, it's uncomfortable. But what do we receive from this? What are we going to gain from enduring, persisting, to continue challenging ourselves? That's a good question, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, lovely work. We'll take a quick stretch. Bring the weights down. We're going to take hands to the hips or legs and press the thighs back. Sink one shoulder down. Switch. Other shoulder comes down. Twist, looking over to the other side. One more time. It feels so good. Stretching out the inner thighs. Good. And then coming up, turn the feet in. Fold forward. Clasp your hands behind your back. Good. And you can do a little twist here. Take your hands to the left leg. Exhale, give it a pull. We don't want to do a super deep stretch, but a nice dynamic, gentle stretch is good to warm up. Other side, give that leg a little pull. Little dynamic stretch here. All right, and then to finish, come on up. Take a side stretch over. Feel the side of your body lengthening. We want to create length through the muscles and then all the way up and over, other side. Gorgeous. All right, we're moving on to our bar. For the bar today, please grab a hold of a ball. Start with the feet, about fist distance apart. The ball between your thighs. We're gonna lift up the heels, bend the knees forward. So notice that my hips are right above my heels. We don't want to sit back like we do it in a normal squat. So keep those hips over so we focus on the front of the legs. All right, let's squeeze the ball. Working those adductors. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And again, if you don't have a ball at home, there's a lot of other options you can use. I like to recommend a paper towel roll. If you have a really extra large, really thick paper towel roll, that's really helpful. And then a throw pillow. Yeah, like a really cushiony, squishy throw pillow to give your legs some of that give to squeeze. Check in with your pelvis. Notice if you're letting the pelvis tilt forward, which is what women tend to do naturally to make our booties look bigger. I want you to do the opposite of that. I want you to lengthen the tailbone down and scoop the front of the pelvis back, bringing the pelvis towards the ribs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we should feel a sizzle every time. That's why we get to our muscle fatigue. Okay, ball behind the left knee. And we're gonna hinge forward. You can rest your forearms on your bar and then rest your forehead, because that's really relaxing for the neck. All right, bring the knee down and back, down and back, down, back. You're isolating the glute muscle here, gluteus maximus, as well as the hamstring. Feeling the back of your leg working hard. The hamstring is underutilized compared to the quadricep. So we want to give it more attention. We don't normally work our hamstrings in our daily life unless you do a lot of squats, which is a great thing to do. Cool. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to circle the hip. Ooh, big circles. Try to keep your body in the center. Avoid leaning to the side. And then circle the other way. Big circle the other way. If the standing leg is burning, that's normal. Okay, 1 more circle. And then this move, I know you're gonna hate me. Come on, lift it to the side. Pulse it up, pulse it up. I'm doing it too. I have to do it. So don't just sit and watch me do it. Do it with me, please. Let's suffer together. But also remember, why are we doing this? What are we gaining out of this kind of a challenge? Think about it. What could we gain out of this challenge? A nice booty? Yes, please. Check. That's why we're doing it. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. I am on fire. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. And we tap it out. Oh, goodness. Thank you, booty. Other side. Behind the right knee. Bring it in. Stack the forearms. Rest the forehead. And then bring it back, down, back, and down, back, down. Good. Feel the power of your glute as you lift it up. Your goal is to bring your knee as high as that hip. Good. Lift. Lift. Just keep that belly engaged. It's really easy to let the belly go and to let it drop. But I want you to contain it. Keep it strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle the hip. Big circles. Don't even think of this as an exercise. Just think of this as a stretch. And then switch direction. Make sure to relax the face, calm the breath, steady mind. And then we're holding it out to the side to finish. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Again, you can hate me now and love me later for this, okay? We're in it together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, hello. Tap it out. Quick stretch and we'll move down to the mat. Flex your ankle and sit down. Keep the chest open. Make sure that when you hinge, it comes from the hips, not the spine. Okay, come on up. Put that foot behind you. And then side stretch. Ooh, we're feeling this stretching the outer hip. Okay, and then switch sides. Figure 4. Sink back, sit down. Keep the chest up and hinge from the hips. So the pelvis tilts forward and back. You're tilting it forward now. So now you ladies, you can stick your booties out. Okay, take it up, put the foot behind you, stretch it over, side stretch. Push your hips out to the side. All right, we get to move down to the mat. Coming down to the mat, grab a hold of your band. Take it to the outside of your legs. We're going to make our way down to the floor. Bring your elbows out wide like a goal post. We're going to start with pressing up, chest press, chest press. Good, now your feet are parallel, hip width apart. Let's add our hips. Ready? Press, lower, press, lower, press, press, push, push. Use your heels. Drive them into the floor. If you want a little more challenge, try to lift the front of your foot so your heels stay down. Eight more, feeling the work in the chest, in the arms and shoulders, and the back body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hips up and down, pulse up. Take your hands onto your hips, adding more weight for your hip lifts. Press, press, keep squeezing your booty. The best part of taking barre class is you always know you're going to get a good booty burn. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take your arms down. We're going to keep those hips up. Feet are flat now. Feet are flat. Okay, we're going to do one side at a time. Right hip, up, up. Just the right side. Pulsing. Good. Think of it as a little hip bump to your friend. Hey, girl. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. One of my things I miss the most about being in quarantine is not being able to go to a music festival or going to see live music and dancing. I still dance at home, but it's better when you're with a crowd, right? You know what I mean, ladies? All right, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold. Listen, this one's really simple. We're just gonna tuck and release. Tuck and release. It's so important we work all the pelvic muscles. There's so many muscles happening in our pelvis, and we don't use a lot of them in our daily life. So we get to work on them now. 4 more. Tuck, 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 and tuck. Really nice work. Take those hips, we're gonna circle the hips up and around like a hula hoop. Circles. Circle. One more time this way. And then other way. I know we haven't had a break yet. What? Well, 2 more. 1 more. And now we're done. Oh, let's take the resistance band off. Thank you, no thank you, goodbye. And then let's grab a ball or your toilet paper or your pillow. Put it between your thighs and add your weights. All right, now this is important. Your shoulders, we tend to reach forward a lot, so we are used to just letting the shoulder blades protract. I want you to pull the shoulder blades down. How different does that feel? It feels like you're more grounded, right? Okay, take the legs up. We're gonna take both arms back. Keep your ribs connected as you reach back. The head is down, the shoulder blades are down. Exhale up to center. Inhale back. Let's add a toe tap. Exhale to center. Good, your toe tap, if you want to make it more challenging, you can straighten the legs and then bring it to center. Now, if you do notice that you're arching in your low back, then you do not want to straighten the legs because that means you're overusing your hip flexors. And that's not where we're working. We want to work your core, your abdominals. So the way that works is you have to keep your low back down. Not forcing it, not overstraining it to the floor, because there is a natural curve, but not letting it arch, okay? Are you squeezing your ball? Make sure your adductors are working hard. 4 more. Good, 1 more time. And then find your center. Take your shoulders up, look forward at your belly button, and we're just gonna lift the chest and pulse. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze your ball. Imagine if I was trying to steal the ball, that you don't want me to steal it. Scoop the belly into the floor, pressing into your low back, rounding your lumbar spine. Feel your upper ab curl. Working here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the weights down. Keep your head up. Hands behind the head, not pulling. Wrap the elbows to a 45-degree angle in the scapular plane. Take the left elbow to the right knee, and then center. Right elbow, left knee, and then center. Twist. Get that shoulder blade off the floor. Twist. Think about your shoulder blades pressing into the back ribs. Take your time with this. Slow is strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it to one side. hold it here. Take your arm past your leg, pulse up, up. Make sure that your thighs don't go forward of the hips. Behind the hips, closer to your face. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch sides. Reach the arm across. Get your shoulder blade off the ground. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze your belly down. Sometimes I think about a heavy bowling ball dropping onto my belly. It doesn't sound nice, but that's actually going to make your muscles do the correct motion of bracing, protecting you. Okay, pulse 4, 3, 2, 1. We're finishing with this awesome move. Press your hands into your thighs. Lift your chest. Press your thighs into your hands at the same time. Do you feel that? That's your core. Your core is doing the work. As you press the thighs and hands into each other, squeeze the ball. 4, 3, tuck your chin. 2, and 1. Oh boy, good. Take the legs and circle the hips independently. Moving around those hip joints. I still feel tightness a little bit, It's never-ending tightness. And then stretch the other way. Especially when you work out a lot and you work out your hips, it's really important you give a lot of stretch to your hips. There's a lot of muscles that need to be stretched. Lovely work. We're going to go ahead and come on to kneeling position. Let's take the band. So bring the band around your thighs. All right, and then we're going to take the weights. We're going to come on to kneeling position. We're going to start by leaning back. Hello, core. Feel that belly working? Good. Push into the shins, resisting with your thighs. You're going to reach your arms forward. Feel the challenge in your shoulders. And then press back into the arms to come forward. Lean back, push into the shins, and press back with the arms. This is still a core exercise. We don't always have to do crunches to do core. In fact, most productive training programs have you work your core in multiple different planes and in many different ways. Four more. We're finishing strong here. Almost there, everybody. This is where it really matters. One more. Hold here. Hands to the heart. Ooh, we're leaning back, and then we're going to twist. Center, twist. If you are feeling any kind of low back pain, I please suggest that you come to center. Okay? Otherwise, notice if maybe you can tuck the hips. If you are letting the hips tilt forward, that means your low back is doing the work and not your core. 4, 3, lean back, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Come on down, take a seat. Finishing with a few stretches. Bring the feet together, knees apart. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale to fold forward. You can use your elbows to press your thighs down. And then coming up, cross the knees. If the bottom knee is not underneath the top knee, then please straighten the bottom leg. Hips need to stay flat on the ground, and then flex your ankles. Good, take an inhale. Take a side bend first. So your left leg is on top, and then you're going to stretch to the left. Good, come on up, and then moving into a twist towards the left. Good, inhale, center, take the hands back. The feet forward, reverse tabletop, push the hips up. And sit down, switch legs. Other knee on top, flex the ankles. Good, so it's the right knee on top, and then you're gonna stretch to the right. Inhale to rise, and then twist by the rib cage first. And then look over the shoulder. Really lovely work today. Cross your ankles. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Thank you so much for moving with me today. And please move every day. It helps us to feel good in our bodies and to have confidence throughout the day and throughout life. Please be well and safe.